Hey guys, sorry. The internet was just freaking out. Should be on now. Hope you guys are back on. Please say something if you're still online. Who's there? Anyway. Okay, this Wi-Fi is freaking out. Yeah, sanitize my hands. This is the Mars and Virgo acting out right now. At this point, each one of you should know every placement of your planets in your chart. There should be no secret. I should not have to tell you. Oh, Ambi, do you know that you have, Sun in the 11th house? Also your Venus and your Mercury? And you got your moon sitting inside the first house? I shouldn't have to tell you that. You guys should know your own placements. All right? Let me go back on WhatsApp, let them know. Alright, I'm here, I'm back, I'm here. No need to worry. Like I was saying earlier, so let me look at autofocus. Is at this point, I should not have to tell you what placements your planets are. Planets. This is of utmost importance. If you're going to learn astrology, to be able to read the charts of your children, your family members. The one chart you should know is your own. You should know if you have a Mercury square moon. We haven't gotten there yet, but I'm going to definitely help you to get there. I had you guys to do an assignment to help you to get familiar with your aspects of your chart. However, I want you to learn the placements of your planets. This is why I'm teaching you dignities and debilities now. So you can understand that it is important, these placements, and how they help to define who you are. Midway through this class, I'm going to shift, and we're going to go back into the aspects. As a matter of fact, let me take a look. Because everybody should have this book now. If I never told you this before, the ascendant is one of the most important placements of your chart. It literally sets the course of who you are. It helps for people to understand who you are, because it's the mask you wear when people first meet you. The ascendant, also called the rising sign. When people say, what's your rising sign? It's the same as saying, what's your ascendant? It's the same thing. Give you an example of these placements. A Cancer rising will be more focused on family issues, country, dealing with being patriotic, and all the things that are Cancer-like will be seen. This will be the mask that they wear. The first thing people see is this nurturing ability. This is why it's hard for people to walk up to somebody and say, you are a Scorpio or you are a Taurus. It's because if they didn't take the time to know that person, they won't ever guess right. It's 1 in 12. So the ascendant is very, very important. Not only is that important, but also the ruler of that ascendant also is very important. And like we said, like I said before, the class before this one literally focused on placements of planets. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but if somebody's still online, let me know. Please, thank you. Yeah, I understand why it's my signal, I think. That's what I think it is my signal. And it's okay, thank you for coming back. What I was saying is that the rising sign is very important. And the placement or the planet that rules the rising sign is known as the chart ruler. The chart ruler is very, very important. And it sets the pace of who you are and what you're here to do on this earth. For example, you have your sun, Gemini, in the 11th house. And your sun is also your chart ruler. It's also your chart ruler because your rising sign is Leo. I remember Leo is ruled by the sun. So your rising sign is sitting inside. I mean, your chart ruler is the sun because your rising sign is Leo. So we're gonna go around the circle so you can get what I'm coming from. Anybody that's in Aries rising, their chart ruler is Mars. What you do is you take a look at the placement, the sign it's sitting in, and the house it's sitting in, and this would tell you the face, what they're here to do. They're here to be seen in the world as. Anybody on Aries rising, you take a look at the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. You look at the sign it's in and the house that it's in, and this is the area of life that where they will shine the most, where they'll be seen and known for. Next is Taurus. If Taurus is your rising sign, Taurus is naturally ruled by Venus. What we do, so your chart, your chart ruler is Venus. What we would do is look for where Venus is and the sign it's sitting in. And then you would see how this person is in this world to shine. Next is Gemini. If you are a Gemini rising, your chart ruler would be Mercury, because Mercury rules Gemini. So your chart ruler, in order to see exactly what they came here to do, what they're here to be known for, you take a look where Mercury is and the sign that it's sitting in. When I say where it is, that means the house that it's sitting in. Taking a look at a Leo rising. A Leo rising chart ruler is the sun. The sun rules the whole chart. It is the chart ruler. What you do to find out how the Leo rising is here to be seen and known and their contribution to this earth, how they're to be well known and with the people around them, is to look to see where the sun is, that means the house that it's sitting in, and the sign it's sitting in. That will define how they are known. Let me give you an example. My sun is in the sign, My rising sign is Leo. So that means my chart ruler is the sun. What I would have to look for is the sign my sun is sitting in, which is Scorpio. Scorpio rules sex, death, regeneration, occult knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, life beyond death, and life beyond life. Right? My sun is sitting in the fourth house, which deals with psychological makeup. It deals with tradition, the home, all these other stuff are known by the fourth house. So you take a look and you say, wait, this person's supposed to be like somebody who is well known through his occult knowledge, or he's supposed to be known through some form of fashion, but people that know him to be very intense and deep and mysterious, which are traits of a Scorpio. So my famous, or me being famous with, or me being known or well known, will be based upon where my sun is and the sign is sitting in. The next sign would be, if you want to go, we do Cancer. Yeah. If you're Cancer rising, you look for where the moon is and the sign is sitting in. As a Cancer rising, that means the moon is the chart ruler. What we do is we look to see where the moon is, the house it's sitting in, and the sign is sitting in. And you'd know how that person came here to shine, how they're going to be known or seen in this world. The area of life that makes them famous, we would like to say. Take a look at the next sign. And the next sign after Leo is Virgo. And Virgo, according to traditional astrology, is ruled by Mercury. However, I beg to differ. What I would do is I would look at Chiron and Mercury. Mercury always been good, but Chiron actually helps to define it even more. So Mercury, if you look at Mercury, you can take a look at where Mercury is sitting. Or Chiron. I rather Chiron, to be honest with you. Take a look at where Chiron or Chiron, whatever you want to pronounce it, is sitting. The sign it's in, the house it's sitting in. And that will help to define. But also look at Mercury as well. For sure, for sure. For Libra rising, Libra is naturally ruled by Venus. So in order to see where the Libra rising shines, take a look and find where Venus is in your chart, the house it's sitting in, and the sign it's sitting in. And this will tell you how this person will shine. We're going to give an example because we're looking at this right here. We're looking at Kenny's chart, and she's a Libra rising. Libra is ruled by Venus. We take a look to see where her Venus is, and it's sitting in the sixth house in the sign of Pisces. And you'd like to say, well, what does that mean? At one point in his life, there are many different ways of expressing that. One, well, anything that deals with spirituality, the higher octave is spirituality. Candy can be seen and known or become very famous in this world by her service to spirituality or healing modalities of spirituality. This would be a part of her, of how she will be well known in society, or the people that's connected to her, to be known, or, yeah. Looking at the next sign, which is Scorpio, you take a look to see where Pluto is sitting. because Pluto rules Scorpio. So you take a look at the house it's sitting in and the sign it's sitting in. And this will define that person, how they're to be known and seen in this world. Same thing with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is naturally ruled by Jupiter. That would make Jupiter the chart ruler. So take a look to see where Jupiter is, the sign it's sitting in, and the house it's sitting in. And this would tell you how this person would be known or the face they'll be wearing for the world. Moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So Saturn will be, if you're a Capricorn rising, Saturn will be your chart ruler. What we do is we take a look at where chart, where Saturn is, and the sign is sitting in, and the house is sitting in. And this will define how that person is known and seen. Next up is Aquarius. And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So Uranus will be the chart ruler. It rules the house. It rules the. So what we do is we look at the sign it's sitting in and the house it's sitting in. And this will define how that person is to be known by the people that are connected to them. And last but not least, Pisces. If you are a Pisces rising, the ruler of Pisces is Neptune. We take a look to see where Neptune is sitting, the house it's sitting in, and the sign is sitting in. And this will define how the people that they're connected to will know them. The signal is going really, really up and down. We'll continue the class inside the WhatsApp group. So terribly sorry. I'll try to get my internet up and working way better. But I'll continue the class in the chat. Have a